Hello, everyone. So today we have something different for all of my noodle lovers. Yes, we got noodles. I'm gonna eat a lot of noodles, guys, because it's easy, it's affordable, and it's a good way to train myself to eat and love food again. So, without no further ado, guys, make sure you thumbs up this video. Subscribe if you have not already, and make sure you cut your notifications on to all so you'll get all notifications about when I go live. All right? Or post a video. So as you see, I put some tomato on here. Oh yes. Tomato is going to help you to digest food. That's why when you're having your burgers and stuff, they'll put tomato and lettuce. You want to eat something fresh, okay? Something alive, something that was not cooked, okay? At least that's how it is now for me. All right? All right. So as you can see, I'm using chopsticks. But this is for, this part is for people who want to hear the information. Because I actually have an ASMR where it's just all, just me eating. And you guys can, it's on Facebook, I Love Beauty and Wellness. But this one I made specifically for for YouTube, so you guys can always get the information because I know that's what you guys love. All right, so this one is about why you should not eat low carb. I swear I've eaten low carb all my life since I was told that I had type 2 diabetes back in 2003. Ooh, that's a long time. And I just thought that the way that I'll deal with that, the way that I've chosen to deal with that ailment where, I'm doing pretty well, I'm not on traditional medicine, I do everything herbally, is by lowering my carbs. Well, I did that, but I went overboard. I went to the point where I started becoming hypoglycemic. And hypoglycemic is basically you having low sugar. And low sugar sometimes can be just as bad or worse than having high. I'm going to tell you why. Because when you're low, first of all, you have no energy. Secondly, your body is pushing more sugar and cortisol and adrenaline. And if you listen to my videos long enough, you'll know that I'm always talking about stress hormones, because stress hormones are the worst when it becomes a lifestyle. Okay? And if you're always going around with no fuel, carbs are the primary source in which we get our energy from. So when you choose to just eat a whole bunch of protein, because that's usually the natural, path, is when you take out one, you're going to eat more of the other. So vegans are going to eat more carbs, and so that can be an issue. People who are doing keto, they're going to eat more meat. They're going to eat more processed stuff, which is going to give your kidneys an issue. So, life is really about balance. So I thought I'd do this video to encourage you guys to eat more carbs, especially for myself. People who are always on a computer. Okay, I know I have a lot of professionals in here. I would love to know who's listening. Leave us a comment, okay? I would love that, just so I can see who is watching. But yeah, people who concentrate, teachers, people at computers, if you have physical jobs, if you're constantly driving and things like that, you have to eat. And over time of having low carbs, it's just not good. It makes you work much harder. I had to drink some water. And another thing, you'll realize that you're not losing any weight. Because when you're producing cortisol, when you're producing adrenaline, you're also producing more insulin. And when you have more insulin in your system, you're going to store more fat. That's just what's going to, happen. If you're not eating enough carbs, your body actually will eat the muscle tone in your body. That's why when you're like, oh, I'm losing weight, you're like, oh, this low carb is working. And actuality, no, you're just losing muscle. Remember, muscle weighs more than fat. So you're losing muscle, which literally will obliterate. I wanted to just use that, that big word. I hope I pronounced it correctly. It would just basically ruin your whole, plan on weight loss, because we all know, or you should know, that you need muscle to burn fat. So that's the situation. That's why I do not really promote people to just want to live healthy just to lose weight. Because weight loss, it comes with a lot. And weight loss doesn't always mean that it's a good thing. Weight loss comes with all types of situations, if you will, So yeah, eat your carbs. You should get 200, like if you want to be healthy, I feel you should get at least 150 grams of carbs a day. Okay. When I get more carbs, I'm able to do more. First of all, if you don't eat your carbs, how are you going to exercise? Exercising and walking and being active is very important. But if you're just eating a whole bunch of protein and you're skipping your meals and you're not drinking your water and you're just going down the path of unrighteousness, if you will, as far as this weight loss situation, eat your carbs. I'm eating noodles now. Now one thing I found out about rice. Okay, let me give you guys a little tidbit for getting to this part of the video. Rice is very dehydrating. Case in point, if you place your phone in rice, they say that it can actually dry it out. I'm sorry, if you place your phone in rice after you've dropped it in water, of course, it'll dry it out. And so I never thought about that until I heard another holistic person talk about it. I was like, you're absolutely right. So rice is not the best in my opinion. Don't eat it in like a big quantity because it will dehydrate you. You'll have to up your water to a lot. So you're eating rice and you're eating meat, and then those two things will just cause you issues. So eat rice sparingly, especially if you're not active or you're not a person who literally gets their water intake correctly every day. But noodles, I love it. I am a noodle girl. My husband, he loves rice. But I love noodles, and you can make them any kind of way you want. I eat bread too. Yes, I do. I eat bread. And, when I was not eating these things, I didn't feel well. I didn't look well. I got, had more circles around my eyes and stuff like that. I looked tired. I didn't have any energy. And so when your body tries to get more energy and you're not eating carbs, it starts to eat muscle. Muscle is going to spike your sugar. So I don't know if it's anybody who's a diabetic in here, but have you ever gone all day without food? Or you're just like, hey, I didn't eat anything. Why is my sugar high? It's because your body is working off of muscle. And muscle has sugar because your body needs sugar to move around. So your sugar's always low. It will become low if this is a constant situation, and then that's another problem, diabetes. And a lot of us, we have diabetes simply because we don't eat a lot. We don't eat enough. We don't eat our required amount of food. You're supposed to eat throughout the day, not one big meal. So this intermittent fasting and all of that is not good for you guys. It's really not. I don't promote it. Never really have. Didn't even know I was doing it, but I'm like, look, don't do it. Eat small meals throughout the day. Your gut will love you. Your weight loss will start to click in. You'll be able to focus. You'll be able to do more things to help you lose weight, because the less energy you give your body to function, the less you're able to lose weight, because your body is always what? In survival mode. It's in survival mode. So if this feels like, hey, we're in a famine, of course it's not going to let go anything. It's going to do things that's going to constantly make you worse over time. And I'm sure anybody who's tried the low carb thing, you probably can't go past 2 weeks without feeling awkward and bad. All right, guys. So look, I think I'm about to take my last bite here. I think I can talk a little bit more. But yeah, low carb is okay for like maybe 2 or 3 days to get things, reset. It's a good reset. I'll say that. So use that like you would take something for a pain medication, or something for a headache. You don't want to take it every day. You take it once and that's it. And that's what I feel low carb would be. Like if you feel like, hey, I've eaten too much, I'm retaining too much fluid or whatever, do it for about a day or two to just, reset your body, and then slowly incorporate healthy practices as far as carb intake. That's how we do it. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you for everyone who's supporting. I'll see you next time.